You just can't take it anymore. You ever feel like life's just pounding you hard and you feel like you just can't take one more minute? Do you feel like no matter how hard you try, you just can't get a break? Do you feel like good things happen to good people, and even though you think you're a good person, nothing good ever happens to you? And if so, does that make you think like you must be bad? Have you ever felt like the pain of living this life is so bad you'd be better off dead? Have you ever thought of taking your own life? I know I have, and failed miserably at it, thank God. Because I have good news for you. I mean, the best news. But you gotta hang in there with me over the next few minutes, and I'm gonna tell you just how amazing everything is for you, even right now in this moment. Oh, I get it. Things are bad. And hey, let's face it, there's no sign of any of this getting any better any day soon. We're surrounded by the worst of the worst 24/7. We're up to our neck in crap, and we're just drowning in it. Whether I believe in God or not, I just don't care. But I will pray to God and ask to just be allowed to die, so I don't have to put up with this chaos anymore. I can't take it. I feel like I don't belong here. It's like I'm from some other planet. I don't fit in here. These are not my people. This is insanity, and I'm done with this. If you've ever had thoughts like this, thank God, and welcome to the new world, version 3.0. For some divine reason, you have been selected to see the world as it really is, and it's taken all this time to get you to this exact point in time. What is happening to you? You are evolving. You have broken free from the trance of society, and for the first time, you see life as it really is. Oh, sure, you've seen glimpses of it before. But this is some new level of incomprehensible depravity that is so far beyond the rationality you've been programmed with that you're left speechless. There are no words to express what you feel, everything you know, and can clearly see right now. Now, unbeknownst to you, you have been programmed with a self-destruct mechanism in your psyche. If, God forbid, you ever got to this point where you could clearly see the world as it is, you would feel like taking your own life might be the only way out. If you are in this phase of this version 3.0 metamorphosis, it's no surprise you're feeling suicidal right now. That is all according to the plot to keep the human race from growing, expanding, and evolving. Because think about it, if everyone were not mindless clones, believing everything they were told and doing the crazy things we've been told are expected of us, or quote normal, and we could see things as they really are, how could anyone continue to profit from us? Right now, you are a threat to the system. No problem. The system has something for anything you can come up with. Right now, you're moments away from being diagnosed with any variety of mental disease for which there is a medication, procedure, or law-enforced consequence which will snap you back into blind compliance. You are feeling like the odd man out right now because, well, you are. You have clearly broken out of the box and you're having clear independent thought because you are awakening. This is the first step of the evolutionary process. Now, I'm not saying that all mental disorders are not a real thing. If you're having trouble with life due to abuse, addiction, depression, grief, loss, or whatever, do seek professional help, please. But if your eyes are opening just now for the first time and you're feeling more lost and alone than ever, then you are facing the most incredible turning point in your life, especially if you choose to not run back into your safe little cubbyhole and push past the metamorphosis which is waiting for you. You are the creator of your own life. What if you create your own world? Every detail of it. Sounds crazy, right? Well, don't bail on me now. Hang in there and I'll tell you a secret. Once you begin to awaken, you start to imagine that life could be so much more satisfying, fulfilling, full of joy, and endless possibilities, and you may even think that you might have something to do with it. And you do. You are the key that unlocks the gateway for a better world and our new, expanded universe. You, your fully empowered, evolved self. And even if you can't see it right now, you are the creator of your own life and the world around you. You were born with all the power necessary to change your life, any detail of it, and powerfully affect the world around you. But it all comes down to what you do next. It's up to you. Do you choose to evolve into the powerful creator you were born to become? Or will you allow yourself to sink back into your powerless life, or otherwise opt out altogether? Don't listen to me. Don't believe me. Look back at your life from right now, and what do you see? Your life will look very different right now than it ever did before, because you're in the midst of this evolutionary process which gives you the ability to see your life up till this point from an entirely new vantage point. In this moment of clarity, look back. What do you see? Take a look at all the drama, trauma, betrayal, and abuse. Look at how you suffered. It's nothing less than tragic. No one should have to endure struggle like that. No one. But there you were, living it in real time, and guess what? If it was anyone else, they would not have survived the horrors that you witnessed and endured. No one else could have survived like you did. You made it through all of that. Why do you think that is? Well, for one thing, you can see how incredibly strong you are. You made it through all those situations and scenarios which would have destroyed anyone else. In fact, you not only survived, you gained invaluable insight and information which no one else could possibly know unless they suffered and survived in exactly the same way you have. And you know that no one has, and few could have. Why do you think that is? Could it be that you came to this planet with a distinct purpose in life? As you think back at your life from this point of view, can you see the life you've lived up till now as an intense, immersive, brutal, basic training to give you the knowledge, experience, insight, skills, and abilities to uniquely prepare you for what comes next? And what does come next? You. You come next. Not the you that went before, but the empowered new you, who is ready to begin this evolutionary process from victim of life to victorious creator of the new paradigm, which will help the whole world to expand and evolve, all because you answered the call. Can one person make a difference? Yes, you know it's true. There are countless stories of those who single-handedly prepared a new path to a change that was felt throughout society, throughout the world. And the day will come when all the travesties of the world, as you can clearly see them revealed to you now, will no longer be sustainable. The system that restrains, hinders, and keeps us from evolving at any expense will fail when human evolution 3.0 reaches critical mass. Just like a snow-covered rooftop can collect a great deal of snow, and then a single snowflake, one lone snowflake, causes the whole structure to fail and cave in. So will it be for that one person who embraces the evolution of humanity. Until then, at the very least, you can help those who have endured pain and suffering just like you have, who would not be able to survive the drama and trauma as you have. In fact, no one else could reach out to them and give them hope like you can. You have been divinely selected and trained to help these people in a way no one else possibly could. But there's more, so much more, which is waiting for you through this evolutionary process. And that is embracing your own divinity and power to create your world, every detail of it. You have the power. You have the power to create life. Of course, we all understand that we have the power to procreate. And I don't know about you, but I have never been so in awe about this life than having been blessed to be an active participation in bringing precious beings to this planet. Those moments when my children were born are by far the most precious moments I have ever experienced, ever. But beyond procreation, in your evolutionary state of being, you have the power to create life, your life, and to affect the lives of others around you. Power over space and time. And you, yes you, have the power over space and time if you allow yourself to embrace all your sacred possibilities. You don't have to be Einstein to figure it out that time is an illusion, that past, present, and future are all taking place at the same time. But the idea of relatively subscribing to a timeline makes it easier, much easier, for us to make it through each day. But you are beyond that. Using the power of your evolved mind, your imagination, take a few minutes out to join me on a brief journey, a journey into your past, your now, and your future, from where you are right now, using a bit of time machine therapy, using your own internal time machine. Now, if you're listening online and you're driving, do not participate in this exercise. Save it and come back to it later, because I need to have you sitting comfortably in a chair with your feet firmly planted on the floor. Now, with your eyes closed and your relaxed hands placed on your lap face up, I want you to take in a deep breath. Breathe in. And with an ecstatic moan, I want you to breathe out. And some of you are better than that than others. Now I want you to take in another deep breath. And this time I want you to really put some emotion into that moan and just let it all go. Good. Now as you relax even more, with your eyes closed, I want you to use your imagination and to see your awareness rise up so that you can, in a sense, see yourself sitting where you are right now from above. You are hovering there in your time machine, and you are ready to go on a journey. Direct your time machine to the past in any direction which is right for you, and go back through your own timeline, back until you were a very young child, say 2 or 3 years old, while your younger you is peacefully sleeping. Don't worry about anything else that might be going on in this place in the past, because this is all about you. You from the now, connecting with your you from then. Look at that little baby sleeping with no idea what lays ahead, what is in store, just an innocent you with the whole world waiting. Now, I want you to pick up that little child, you, and see his or her eyes open and fixate on you, your eyes, your face. The younger you is not afraid of you, knows you somehow, and trusts you completely. You might say something like, "Hi, you. It's me. I'm you from the future." And see that little child look you in utter amazement, thinking, "Wow, that's going to be me." Let that child examine your face and take in the details of who you are. How amazed and proud of you, of who you are, is that little child. Then I want you to offer your younger self some words of encouragement like, "I love you. I really love you. And I know there are going to be some rough times ahead. There will be some good times, and there will be some bad times. But through it all, I'm going to be there for you. I am never going to leave you. I will always be with you, no matter what. And through it all, I want you to know that it all works out okay." Then say to your younger self, "You are amazing, so utterly amazing, and you have the most incredible, adventurous journey ahead. You are so precious, and I love you with all my heart." Put that baby back down to sleep, and as he or she looks back at you, say, "I have to go for now, but I'll be back, and anytime you need me, I will be there for you, and we will make it through anything and everything together. I love you." Now, allow your awareness to rise up again and point your time machine in the direction of now, and see yourself sitting there, still relaxed, eyes closed, and just notice that you, sitting there, can clearly remember an imaginary visitor from the past which seemed very real? Who told you that you were loved and that everything would turn out okay? And you believed it, and you knew it to be true. From this point forward, your life begins to change drastically because you are now in the driver's seat. Your life was taken from you at a very early age, and now you're taking it back. Still in your time machine, point it in the direction of the future, say 5 years from now, and bring your awareness down to the future you. 5 years from now, and what do you see? Notice how content and happy you are in this expanded, more evolved version of yourself 5 years in the future. Look into the eyes of you 5 years from now. What do you look like? What are you wearing? What kind of car are you driving? What kind of home do you have? How much money do you have? Look around and see what good things you've done for yourself, your family, the community, and the world. What does it look like? What are the sounds you hear? What does it smell like? How does it feel to be this future you, living a better life, your best life, and making the world a better place? And if your future self was to look at you in the eyes and offer you words of encouragement, it might go something like this. Hey you, it's me. I'm you from the future. Feel how proud of you he or she is, and how proud of him or her are you, all because of your choice to create your own world today. Just allow yourself to take it in. As your future self looks at you, feeling the connection heart to heart, he or she says to you, I love you. I really love you. And I know there are going to be rough times ahead. There will be some good times and there will be some bad times. But through it all, I'm going to be there with you. I am never going to leave you. I will always be with you, no matter what. And through it all, I want you to know that it all works out okay. Then hear your future self say, you are amazing. So utterly amazing. And you have the most incredible, adventurous journey ahead. You are so precious. And I love you with all my heart. And your future self adds, you have to go for now, but I will be here. And anytime you need me, I will be there for you. And we will make it through anything and everything together, no matter what. I love you, unconditionally, no matter what. Allow your awareness to rise and come back to now. Settle back into your body. Take a deep breath in and a smooth, gentle breathing out, and open your eyes. So welcome back to now. So what did you see when you looked at yourself 5 years in the future? What did you see? What was it like? Nobody planted any seeds of what it might look like. That was all you. Now you know you have complete control of your timeline. Now that you have your own time machine, you can travel forward and backward in time as necessary to check in and be either supportive or supported at any time you need to, whether you're clearing past trauma or preparing for the new world you will create from this day forward. Recreating your world at the speed of thought. You can change the world at the speed of thought. Your thoughts are your weapons of mass construction wielded by your expanding evolutionary consciousness. You create your world with your thoughts. All your thoughts, desires, fears, and phobias have bequeathed the life you've lived until now. While it may be a stretch for you at the moment, only accepting full responsibility for your thoughts, creating your world in the past, can empower you to use the power of your thoughts to recreate your world, past, present, and future. So how does that work? When you think a thought, any thought, you add more energy to it and it becomes greater. The more you think a thought, the more prevalent it becomes. And the more you think of it, the closer it gets to you. Until it shows up in your time and space, and there you are, face to face with it. Which is great if you're thinking of what you want, what your heart desires. more than anything. But the world knows this powerful manifestation technique and is using it against you 24/7. The world keeps bombarding you with news and details about what you don't want to keep you down. And if you're the slightest bit sensitive, you can stay on a negative train of thought for a long time. And every moment that you keep thinking about what you don't want, it grows. It's a nightmare. But anytime you stop thinking about what you do not want and start thinking about what you do want, that turns the tables 180 degrees. As the energy decreases from that thing that you don't want and increases for that thing which you really want. Simple, but true. Now, there's no harm in becoming aware of what you don't want. Like when you hear about something on the news or in the media about some tragedy taking place on the other side of the country or the world. Of course, your initial reaction is to entertain negative thoughts about this information, but as quickly as you can, if you can shift your attention from the tragedy to the positive response or cure for the tragedy, now you're adding energy to the solution, and it grows as the tragedy decreases, all because of your thoughts, and the thoughts of others who are aware enough to do the same thing. And so it is for every detail of your life. Recreating your world with your thoughts and transforming your thought process from being programmed for negativity, which is the default setting for our society-driven culture, to thinking positively in an effort to enjoy a better world for generations may not be an easy adjustment to make. But with patience and practice, you can get there from here. And the more you allow your consciousness to evolve into version 3.0, the easier it will be. If you want to see this in action at any time, just take a look at Facebook. A quick look at Facebook today will turn up some interesting hate news. It appears that President Trump is an excellent focal point. So if you hate Trump, or something that he is reportedly responsible for, think about it and make this thing that you hate more powerful. Want to add even more energy to that thing you despise? Talk about it. Want to really promote this horrible thing? Use social media to document how horrific it is, and you make it even more horrible. You did this. You just made the situation worse because you added energy to it. Everything is energy. That's how the universe works. But no one's going to tell you that. Well, no one who's embroiled by the system, who has access to the media, who is feeding off the thoughts of others to promote the things that you don't like. They need you to feed the beast. And most of the world falls for it every time. Your thoughts feed the fire. That is, unless you want to recreate your world. 7 seconds to change the world. When you see something that you don't like, this is a crucial moment in your awakening and recreating your world. See it, notice it, get upset about it for 7 seconds. Thank God there's a 7-second delay in your exerting your energy to those things that you don't want. So let it out. Go ahead and say, I hate Trump. Or, I hate that thing that Trump did. Recognize and identify what you don't want to see happening in your world for 7 seconds. Then, change the world. Now, stop yourself from joining the negative vibration of fueling the fire by choosing a new thought. A powerfully positive thought or series of thoughts about the opposite of what you don't want. As quickly as possible, shift your thoughts to the solution. For with every problem, there is a solution, likely many solutions. Think about those things. Talk about those things. And by all means, share the news about the positive responses and solutions which are taking the energy away from those things that you don't want to see in your world. And if you can't find one, become the solution. Create one yourself. In doing so, you're recreating your world. You are helping to build a world which has less and less of what you don't want and more of what you do. And as you recreate your world, the whole world changes. Let's look at an example. Now, I'm going to go to a silly place right now, but I want you to follow along with me just so you can get an idea about how this can work for you, okay? Let's say President Trump has made it illegal to eat oranges in the United States. You cannot buy or sell oranges And if you're caught with an orange in your possession, you will serve up to 30 days in jail and pay a $1,000 fine for each orange you have. He signed his name on the dotted line, and it's the law. Immediately, you'll see the media flooded with negative aspects of oranges now being considered contraband in the United States. You will see outraged farmers, harvesters out of work, displaced families, the darkening of the skies, people dying in the streets due to lack of vitamin C, while the government's legal system and pharmaceutical companies and supplementeers laugh all the way to the bank, as new prisons must be built to house all those illegal orange abusers. Now, when you see the news about newborn babies dying because their mothers were unable to eat one orange a day to properly nourish their babies in utero, the news is tragic, and it makes you sick to your stomach, and your anger wells up inside you because of the stupid law that the president put into place against the orange industry. Feel the rage for 7 seconds. Now think about the opposite. Search by whatever means to find a solution to this horrible thing. And almost immediately, if you look intently enough to get past the flood of negative news, you will find a society of retired nurses who have band together to help all pregnant women supplement their nutrition to satisfy the requirements of those unborn babies. They have started a nonprofit. They are volunteering their time and resources. And you focus your attention on them, what they are doing to rise up and make a difference in this crazy world. Celebrate them with all your intentional thoughts. Talk about them and what they're doing when you're visiting at the water cooler at work. Post about them and their good deeds on social media. Want to take it to the next level? Donate $5 to the cause. Oh, you feel relief? So much better that you're on the positive solution side of the equation, and your positive intention really is making a difference in this world, all at the speed of thought. When you see a horrible news story about how all the orange orchards are being destroyed because of the new law, you have 7 seconds to get upset. 1, 1,000, 2, 1,000, 3, 1,000, 4, 1,000, 5, 1,000, 6, 1,000, 7, 1,000. Now, what is the solution? Where can you focus your positive energy to recreate your world and make it a better place? Now, my apologies to the greater orange community for that example, but you get the idea, right? This is the new world that you're creating. You're doing this with the power of your thoughts. And as you recreate your world, your whole world changes to meet you at your new vibration. Drama and trauma fade away as love and abundant life begins to grow all around you. You are living a better life, your best life, and making the world a better place. This is your world. This is what you came here to do. And they, whoever they are, will do anything they can to keep you from stepping into your powerful world of creation. But you can see now the game that they're playing, and you're ready to play your own game. Your game, your rules, you're recreating your world. And you can proclaim, along with us who are actively doing this sacred work, I am recreating my world. These are just a few of the ideas you can initiate today, right now, to recreate your world. If you want more information on recreating your world, or if you want to help others recreate their world, then you can check out the course at St. Paul's Free University, Recreating Your World. Now your mission, should you decide to accept it, is to have power over the past, the present, and the future. This is your mission possible. My name is David M. Masters, and you can find out more about me at davidmmasters.com.